How's it going, guys? It's Chills here for Chills Gaming. This is my first commentary, and bear with me here if it's not that great. But I'm using the AK-47 Gold with stun times 3, stopping power, and dead silence. My secondary is, of course, the Desert Eagle. And yeah, so I'm not really gonna be talking about the gameplay as much as I want to talk about the topic of Call of Duty and Call of Duty in general and how it coursed through the series and the community and stuff like that. Like, I'm gonna start off with COD 4. Like, when COD 4 came out, it was such a great game, and everybody knew it was a great game. It was so much better than COD 3. Like, it was a big step for Infinity Ward and everything. Like, everybody loved that game. Like, there was no problems, there was no complaints about the kill streaks or anything. When COD 5 came out, not as many people, and there wasn't as much hype about that game as there was expected. I don't know if it's because of Treyarch and the fact that Treyarch made it, but when that game passed and COD 6 came out, everybody was so hyped up because it was made by Infinity Ward. COD 4 was great, you know, and I think COD 6 really is a great game. I think the problem that we're having here is because of the community. I really don't think it's because of the game. Yeah, sure, Infinity Ward should fix some of the stuff in the game, should have helped out and fixed some of the stuff in the game, like the overpowered perks and the overpowered kill streaks that people were complaining about. But as some of us know, Infinity Ward was going through some tough times. I'm not going to go into that. But when people started complaining, like, the game, I'm not gonna say the game became less popular, but like more people started, like, it was like kind of like dominoes effect. Like, when people started complaining, everybody felt like they were invited and felt like they should say what they feel about the game. And that's why COD 4 was so good, because people didn't mind, like, people didn't think that deeply into the game and didn't think that deeply into, like, the overpowered helicopter that I think deeply into now, because it is very overpowered. But that's besides the point. I got off track here. Anyway, when snipers, like, in COD 4 again, everybody, like, people sniped and people used ray guns. But in COD 6, when snipers started, like, going into quick scoping, like Zerg Grizz, everybody wanted to be like FaZe, and everybody started trick shotting. That's the source of the problem. I am a trick shotter, and trust me, I would know. Some people, like trick shotters, don't want to hear this, but trick shotting isn't even supposed to be in any of the Call of Duties. It's just a play style. And when trick shotters complain about other people's play style, like when you go in a search and destroy lobby in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and you use a ray gun, especially if you're last alive and you're against trick shotters, you get complained to non-stop, and you cannot avoid an argument. That's the problem with the game. It's not even the game. It's the community, and people really need to realize that. And if you're a sniper and a trick shotter, bear with me, I am one too. I'm not trying to bash on all the trick shotters and all the snipers, because not all of them are like that. But everybody needs to realize that it's not really the Call of Duty that's dying, it's the community. And like, when the whole Save the Community came out, I don't know if all of you know about this, but like, some trick shotters started realizing that it was the community. Whoa, sorry for the voice crack. Puberty's a bitch. But like when some trick shotters made a video because they realized that that the actual community was ruining the franchise. Because when you get in a lobby, like I said before, with trick shotters and you're using a ray gun, they like call you a scrub, a noob, like you're bad, you don't know how to play the game. And like, I think it's retarded, because if you're gonna trick shot, you have to expect to be shot at by a UMP or a ray gun, because that's your play style, and there's other people that use ray guns, and you need to face the fact that everybody shouldn't use a sniper. That's not how the game is meant to be played. And because of that reason, and because of all the trick shotters and quickscopers and feeders, they're complaining. They're taking all the the tryhards. Sorry for my phrase, but that's how I'm gonna use it. They're taking all the tryhards off, and now the tryhards are purposely pulling out noob tubes, RPGs, grenades on trick shotters when they're left alive, and that's because of the trick shotters trash talking and the trick shotters complaining. I know you guys don't want to hear it, but it's true, and that's what I want to touch up on. Like, people of the trick shotting community really need to realize that, and the fact when people say that Call of Duty is dying, like, that Call of Duty series is not dying. It's probably been the best that it's ever been. People just don't know how to enjoy it anymore. This is why, like, I'm a trick, like, again, for like the third time, I am a trick shotter, and like, I always take the time out. Like, I'm not really taking the time out, but I like to go and try hard. Like, I like to try hard sometimes. Like, that's the way they play the game, and it's really fun to me. And the fact that I can only go on like Call of Duty Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, well, I'm using only, but like, I would love to try hard on Modern Warfare 2, but the ability to do that is nearly impossible because of trick shotters. And another big factor that plays into that is the hacking. Like, there are more hacks on Modern Warfare 2 than there are on COD 4. And I don't think Xbox 360 has this problem, but for PS3 players, they all have to deal with radar and aim assist. And if you don't know what that is, radar is a hack where you could have constant UAV in your minimap, and aim assist is where, like, if you hit L1, and it depends on like the hack, if you hit L1, it automatically puts another voice crack. I apologize. It automatically puts the players in the center of your crosshairs, and that's another reason why I can't go on Modern Warfare 2 and have fun, because of that reason. And another reason why I think that the community is ruining the Call of Duty franchise is because of console wars. Yeah, I know it's been a while since that's been big, like, but not as many people do it anymore. But still, like, when people say Xbox is better or PS3 is better, I think they're just ridiculous, because it's the same thing basically with a different name. And when people sure, here and there PS3 or Xbox will have different features than each other, but that's no reason to say that one console is better than another. That's just waiting to start an argument, which just gives a perfect example on how people start arguments in game, like trick shotters, like I said, and tryhards do too. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, the community needs to get mature. I know you don't want to hear it, but yeah, you really need to start getting mature, and it's a game. Remember that. Just have fun, do what you want, and if what you're doing is affecting other playstyles, then that's your fault. I mean, it's your playstyle. Don't complain about it. Don't complain about other people's playstyles. And that's basically just what I wanted to say here. Like, I've been wanting to get this off my chest for a while. Haven't got the chance to do it. Now I am. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please, please, please comment on what you think of my first commentary. It really means a lot to me, because I really need to know what I need to improve on. You know, all commentators want to know. And rate or subscribe. I mean, I'm not forcing you, but that would be really good. Yeah, thanks. Just enjoy the rest of the gameplay.
What?
Friendly chopper on the way. A UAV is online.